Yo, what's going on, everybody? This is Split 2 coming at you guys with some, well, Gold Rush. Oh, wow. It's been a while. Let's see if I can remember how to do this, boys and girls. Let's see, who do we got in the chat today? Make sure you guys say what's up if you're here. You guys are shout-outs. Rascal, Little, Randy, Melon, English, what's going on? Mirko, Mustang, Superman Rocks, what's up, dude? Martins, what's up, dude? Welcome, guys, welcome. As you guys come on in to say what's up, I got a hammer for you. Little's like just throwing blows already. That's it. It's gonna take Randy down. Yeah, so we're gonna be playing with the Dozer today. I think a lot of you guys have been waiting for me to just kind of show you all the little things that I do. Try to make it about an hour and some change. It'll probably get a little bit boring. A lot of you guys have already seen this, this stuff before. So I kind of wanted to condense it down into just one stream, kind of show you a bunch of different techniques on how you can use the Dozer and use it, well, efficiently, I guess you could say. It's not the best tool in the game, but it does work for what you need it to do. You really don't need to use the Dozer too much as the current build of the game goes. But it does come in handy on making certain things, so. WTF is this? What's up, Streaming Geek? What's up, Travis? Welcome, welcome. So, I guess first thing is, does anybody have any questions about the Dozer? Like, do you guys have any type of questions or anything like that you would like me to answer or try to answer? There's a lot of very knowledgeable people in the chat as well. If I don't answer your question, one of them probably will. Thousands of thousands, probably over 100,000. Sorry, not 100, 10,000 hours. Just worth of hours played in the channel alone right now. So yeah, we're gonna get this going and show you what this little beast can and, well, can't do. I guess we'll start with a ramp first because I don't want to tear it up quite yet. So a lot of people ask me, Split, how do you get your ramps to, they're just so smooth, right? They go all the way down and, it's not bumpy. Generally what I do is if you're sitting on, say you're sitting on flat ground, it's kind of hard because we really don't have flat ground. Let's find a spot here. Say we're going to make a ramp down that way. We'll see here. Because a lot of you guys have been on Old Arnold before and have noticed that, well, you kind of leave yourself in a pickle sometimes and you don't have a way to get to the back of your cut because you dug yourself in and there's, well, no way to get up there. So, let's see, that's definitely not flat because we're not one clicked up, so it's flat enough. Now look at that here. So now we found something that's somewhat flat, or we made it that way. That's very, very, very important with the Dozer. Because what you're on is going to determine, well, the angle that you're at. So now that I have like a flat surface to sit on, you'll see that the Dozer, if I go down all the way, I'm holding the W key, it's going all the way down. We're going to hold it down, and that'll also, it'll make us pitch down to the steepest. You can see the engine's revving up as well. And then I take my finger off of it. That's because I'm holding, and you'll hear the hydraulics going. So that'll give me an angle that will be as steep as possible, right? So that'll give you, I wish the grade was a little bit steeper, right? All right, that was a lot of little things I just did right there. You guys probably didn't even catch what I did. A lot of veterans know what I'm doing when I do that, and it's called rocking the blade. So to get through the dirt, if you're just trying to move it, if the dirt is higher than, if the dirt's higher than your blade is, it's going to be hard to start pushing through it. It's not going to have the power to push through it. A lot of people say that the Dozer is extremely weak. I disagree. It's just how you use it. You can only take off little strips at a time. And like I said, the Dozer is more of a flattening tool than it's not a digging tool. You're not going to use it to put pay into your wash plant. So we've all tried that. It was hilarious, and well, yeah. So it doesn't matter if it's bumpy right now because we're just trying to get like that angle, the angle you want for like a ramp, something you can drive up with a rock truck. So you see how there's a lot of dirt that's missing down here on the side. So what'll happen is if you just keep pushing at that angle and it runs out of dirt, well, you'll run into this, right? We've all been there. We've all raged on that aspect of it, right? We've all had can we start again? No. I will be making a shorter video of this. It's just a live stream to get on and kind of do it live for you guys. But because there's a lot. There's a lot to the Dozer. There is and there isn't. It's kind of, you'll find yourself in pickles, right? So we're just trying to get a rough shape of how we want our ramp to work. So we're going to move a little dirt from one place and kind of put it in somewhere else. People would say, well, aren't you losing gold doing this? It's like, well, if you drill, not everybody's playing for top gold, right? I'm not talking leaderboard runs. I'm not talking anything like that. I'm just talking getting your claim manageable so you can work on it. I noticed a lot of you guys' number one question was, well, why does my claim always look like it has giant frickin' holes in it everywhere? Well, my response would be, stop putting giant frickin' holes everywhere. Plan out what you want to do, and then move through your claim. You'll spend way, way less time. Alright, so now we kind of got a rough shape, right? This could be closer to it, but, you know, obviously we're not going for perfect here. We're just trying to get a shape. A little wider. So I'm just holding the key down right now. That's all I'm doing. I'm just holding the key down. The key will give you, like, the steepest angle that you can go. Keep pushing this dirt down here. Like I said, it just disappears. When there's nothing left, it'll just disappear and you'll fall off. Pain in the ass. And you gotta drive up it backwards. Blah 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 blah. That's an ass. Everybody hates that. So another really big key part to the Dozer is just making sure you save a lot. Right? If you get something right to how you want it, press F5. Save your game. Sorry, I had to get the car fixed. So, make sure you save your progress, right? So now we're going to come back. We're going straight down again. We're holding the key down. The engine's all revved up. I'm sure we're going to break this thing in a heartbeat. No big deal, though. You can always repair it. Like I was saying, if they made it to where the blade would go a little further down, we could get a steeper slope, and that's been my number one complaint with the Dozer the whole time, is that it takes, to build a ramp, you need to build a freaking monster ramp, and that takes up a lot of pay dirt. Nah, dude, I just get up and do my thing in the morning, right? Then on to game we go. So yeah, like I said, we're finding that flat spot, and that's going to be our base of operations, we'll say, right? We'll put it that way. It's going to be our starting point for every pass that we make, because we know that that's, well, the level that we want, right? We want it to be roughly sitting like this, right? So when you move your blade forward and you're not holding it down, it shouldn't move any dirt at all. See how it's not really moving anything? That's because I'm holding it down. And the same, sorry, so I'm obviously sick. My nose, I'm on cold medicine, so a little nose runny, my bad. So now we're not holding the key down, right? The engine's not going crazy. We're just trying to smooth out these little pieces right here. Now you can hold it down as well, but if you're just trying to smooth it out, you don't want to hold it down. Now flattening will be something we'll show next. That'll be the next. We're just trying to show you guys how to put a basic ramp in real quick. Bring the excavator in and show you guys, you know, pretty much how to, if you want to set this claim up fast, right? Where you just want to dig the whole thing out on one side and go all the way to the back, you're going to have an access road on one side. This side's always the better one. The ramps are smaller, because your main goal is to, let's see here, let me push this over here. This is actually where our ramp's going to go, is right here. Alright, let's get up, take a look at it. So if I'm going to drive up here with the dump truck, right, I don't want to go up that. That's butt. Nope, you don't want to drive up that. That's ass. Alright? That's terrible. Don't drive up that big giant crater, because you guys all know how deep this goes. So you want to come around this side over here. You can put your ramp to go straight and just doze this all in flat to like this area and fill this all in, doing what I was just showing you guys. But you want to stay about excavator width. You can get a Frankenstein around this corner, and it only being your road, I guess you could say, would only be about yay wide. You can still get a Frank around the corner. Arthur Chase, what's up, guys? Can you rip with the Dozer? Yes, you can. The Dozer, that's in the wintertime. We will skip it. I will show you that here at the end of this. We'll try to get into that today as well. So with the ramp making, like I said, just hold your W key down. And find your flat spot and go all the way down. Like I said, your flat spots are the most important thing to making stuff look smooth, right? And then that way, when you're running over it with your rock truck or your front end loader, you're not exploding into the earth or exploding because you hit a little teeny bump like this. See that right there? Yeah, hitting that full speed with your rock truck is really going to be friendly. That right there? Yeah, that's a save exploder. Yeah, we all know about those, right? So get rid of those. Any little wobbles in your dirt, get rid of that stuff too. Take the time in the beginning of your claim. This is also dollar moded, so it'd be like you obviously already have the Dozer and you have all your equipment. And you're coming into a new claim and you want to prep out the claim for the full dig. Because normally I only doze once, and then all the other dozing after that is just to get Franks into place faster. Alright, now this dirt over here, I don't really need to do anything with it, so we'll just push this kind of off to the side. And just kind of delete it, get rid of it. Show you the shape of how quick you can get a cut into place. Obviously, a lot of this is just being picky. You could leave those bumps, but like I said, you'd be driving through here, so plan out where you're going. Do you have any plans to come to Brazil? Me? No, probably not. I would like to go. That'd be awesome. I'd definitely go to Brazil. I'm down. I got a passport. I'm down. Alright, so now you can see how it's sloped, right? That's how you get your slopes and make them smooth. You're like yeah, dude. Thanks, Split. You're really helping me out. But no, really, it's that easy. It's finding your flat spot, and then the major tip, the tip I can tell people is just hold down your F key. Hold it down. That'll give you your as steep as you can go. And then once you get there, it won't do anymore. Now we're gonna mess it up, okay? Because this is where a lot of people make mistakes, is you see what just happened. You probably didn't. You're probably like, I didn't even see what happened. Alright, now look. I changed the angle, drop my blade, hold my F key down, and watch what happens. Oh, hey, why'd that happen, bro? What? And this is where you rage out, and you go get like 5 more beers from your refrigerator, and you say, I hate my life, and then you're doing this for like 10 minutes? Yeah, that's probably your experience with the game, most likely. If you hate the bulldozer. Because it happens. And why that happened is, well, I tried to cross-cut it on a different angle, where it wasn't flat on one side, and it'll dig in, and it'll always try to go flat. So definitely keep your direction you're going and don't turn. Don't try to pivot on your thing unless that's what you're going for, and you'll learn how to do that as you go through, right? Just play around with it a lot, go into free mode, jump in the dollar mode, you know, just kind of practice doing this, right? But you can fix it very easily, or just revert back if you majorly mess something up, right? You have to just save yourself some time. Especially if you, like I said, if you're just hanging out, playing the game, you're not doing leaderboards, you're just kind of chilling. I want to move some dirt. I have an accomplishment. I want to get this claim dug out, right? That's my goal. I would like to get this claim dug out. That's my goal. You know, not a lot of people have, it's a big accomplishment. It's fun to see if you can do it. Right, let's fix that. Try to cover every aspect of the Dozer here today for you guys. And now on this claim, I wouldn't recommend going too deep because the gold is it rides right to the top. So you don't really need to do it on this claim. You don't need to, but you can use these techniques on other claims. So make sure you know where you're dozing. All right, let's hold this down, and we'll show you how easy it was to fix that, right? All right. Now this is where people would say your claim looks like a sheet of glass. You see this on the whole thing. That's because I was on a layer right here where it was flat, and I always started my runs from there. And then as you make more of those passes, it'll all completely just go flat in your ramp. So if you need to go this way, now you can make it a little steeper by going backwards and going the other way. That's different. That's a whole different. If you have an emergency problem, you can do that. You can make a little ramp up, but that will take you hours, and it is very, I want to say RNG, right? So this part up here is pretty flat as it is. Let's try to find something more challenging here. So now a flat surface that's not angled down or up, you want to make it that flat too, right? Say, hey, I want to, every time I'm running, my Frankensteins kind of seem to move around, and I'm having issues with that, right? I've kind of noticed that with a lot of people. My Franks always move around. They're always moving. Well, it's because his tracks aren't, if the Frankenstein's tracks aren't sitting on something flat, it'll tend to move around a lot, and that'll waste you a lot of time. A lot of time. So not all the time your ground starts perfectly flat like this up here. This does not need to be dosed. This is perfectly fine. Right up here, this is good. Don't need to waste time with that. And you would never need to fill in a crater like this over here on this side. You would never need to fill in a crater like that. So, like I said, it's mainly there to kind of help you get your equipment into place. Now, let's see if we can go deep. So, with flattening, I guess we'll start with it being flat. Since we're not going all the way down, and we know this is the level that we want, the trick that I use is if you're using the keyboard and mouse, go all the way down, hold it all the way down, see the engine rev up, press one time on the R key. You'll see the blade go up once. That'll make it to where you'll get that perfect smooth surface on whatever your starting surface is. So the Dozer sitting the way it is now, that's what the level's going to be if I go forward, right? It'll try to find anything that's a certain height and flatten it out, right? So it wasn't perfectly flat over here, right? So now come back kind of to the starting point. Leave the blade where it is. If you've had to move your blade, then you can always do the same thing. Go back to your flat spot, all the way down, hold it down for a second, and then let go, and then press once on the up key on it. Yeah, McGargle, what's up, man? Obviously, we're not flat. If you lose your spot, you can kind of go forward a little bit where you know it's flat. Say, I don't know where my thing was. I messed it up. See your little guy in there? He's actually... Yeah. Hey, what up, man? So we're going to go all the way down again. Then we're going to go one click. One press of the R. Not a hold, just a press. And then we're going to keep on flattening. Doesn't matter which angle we go at, because we're just trying to make it all the same. Like that. Like I said, the sheet of glass. Now, this will work if there's big bumps, big objects, you know, mounds of dirt in front of you. This technique will work. We're just showing you how to do it on a flat surface, because it's that ultra smooth surface that people are looking for, right? Now we know that this is all kind of flat out here at the same angle. We'll just keep going. We didn't go up or down. We're definitely not holding it down because we're not trying to gain. We're not trying to go down, right? We're just trying to flatten it. Then I'll show you how to cut in on a wall face too. That's another one that people seem to be having some issues with, and they seem to like the slow mode. What? Please slow chats on. So it'll want to kind of push you around a little bit. If you just don't guide it, just let it do it. Let it push you. If you're just trying to smooth it out like a parking lot, that's all it is. We will flip it to daytime so you don't have to see it in the dark here in a sec. Brighten it up a little bit. Okay. And once you find your flat spot, it's pretty easy to push it all away, right? And see, we're not losing a lot of dirt, but like I said, if you do want to be very picky with it, you can take a lot of time in just making things flat. I mean, it's fun to do. And you can also go back this way now. Hey, it's all flat over here. We're perfectly smooth. Now let's go this way. Make a long strip through. Chat's in slow mode? I don't know why. Shouldn't be. Alright, we're getting that what we're looking for here. Now, the reason why it's taking a little bit more is because there was a wobble back there when I made this pass. I hit one of those bumps back there that you see. I hit that with my back track and it lifted me up a little bit. But I don't even think it's noticeable. You really don't even notice it. Okay. So that's, like I said, the main rule with the dozer is find your spot that you're working with, and then find the angle that you want to play with right after that. So if this is what you're going for, and you're needing to use this technique, it works very well at flattening things out. Gives no doubt, man. Give you a little bit more time to think about what you want to type. I can't read stories and stuff, so especially when I'm trying to do precise work. Sorry if I'm neglecting chat a little bit, guys. I mean, I'll try to just read chat here. One sec. Now, that's how I fall into holes. Is reading chat is how I fall into holes. Like, I'm trying to go through everything on the dozer in like under an hour. Like, just try, because there's so many different methods you could use. So, try to touch base on a little bit of everything. So, yeah, chat's getting neglected a little bit today during the stream. Alright. See, that will make some people rage, because we weren't done with that spot yet. You can be very, 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 very anal about this. Like, I don't anymore. I really don't. Like, I normally don't do this. Like, normally I used to on my old streams. You guys would come back and be like, dude, your claim is like perfect. What the heck, man? Yeah, hours of doing it. You just don't want to. Don't do it. Just get what you need. That's the important thing. Don't spend billions of hours doing it. Unless you just enjoy dozing, right? Unless you, I mean, honestly, it's probably the best dozer simulator that there is I've seen. So even though I would say it's not, there's a lot of things you can't do with it, or a lot of things it does that obviously, like deleting pay and stuff like that, so that wouldn't happen in real life. But as far as the simulator goes, it's fun to play with. I mean, I really enjoy the dozer. Why not make a how-to vid? I will be making a how-to vid. Live interaction Q&A is like answering questions. So Little and stuff like that can message me questions that are good, or they can answer your questions for you right here on stream. So you don't have to leave a comment and hope that I can respond back to it, right? Alright. There we go. Okay, what are we gonna do now? Let's go switch it today. So you guys don't have to see this dark ass stuff here. Do I remember you, Marv? Yeah. What's up, man? Okay. You think the bulldozer's underpowered? Yeah, it's a little bit. I mean, depends. We're gonna get into some wall cutting. So, like, if you want to trim a wall up, First we have to make... Yeah, we don't have to make a wall. There's one back there. There's one back there. You have tons of stuff. What's up, Russian Terror Man? That's a name I haven't seen for a bit. I'll have to simulate it with the Dozer because a lot of you guys will understand when I get to this point here. Alright. Okay. Let's get into some deep dirt. So say for instance you need to move something, right? Some of the cuts you will see will have multiple areas where they're sectioned off by a gray square, right? And there's a bunch of gray squares in front of your good pay. Ways that you can delete a wall of something, or move it somewhere else, or use it for something else. You will be able to you'll have like this big divot wall face, right, that you're digging on. Depending on your digging style, right? If you dig from the top and you like your equipment at the top, and whatever you're feeding's down below. I just have to make this real quick here, guys. I'll make it. So this right here is just an example of why I would not do this if I was digging in, like, say, leaderboards. Right, just techniques that you guys can use to help you out, right? I would never cut back into this pay without drilling it first, obviously. Right, just be like, yeah, let's just go cut through and derp derp. Yeah, no. Nope. I mean, I must know what I'm doing a little bit, right? Considering being Season 1 champion. Oh, that's right. Just thought I would throw that in there a little bit. Just kidding. Alright, Jamie, dude, take it easy, man. Alright. This is where we're at here. This motion that I'm doing now. And the reason why I've done this a little bit in the past, and it's kind of a controversy, is that when you're dozing, it's kind of a... You will move dirt around, but where it goes, we don't know. Or what happens to it? Does it get deleted? Not really been confirmed. Or where the actual numbers go, right? So... Alright. Say you're up there with an excavator, right? And your Frankenstein is down here. These, and you've dug all the way back and you can't reach your Frankenstein anymore, right? You can't reach your Frank. I can't do it. I can't reach it. You will take your Dozer and use it as a scraping tool to flatten out all the little bumps that are left and possibly fill in any little holes. And you just push it up against the wall a little bit. You don't have to push it all the way in and delete it like that, right? You can just move it. There wouldn't be this much dirt, obviously, because you've already dug it out. So you can push up against your wall face. I wonder if I can actually demonstrate that in one of my other saves. Let me see if I can find it. Let me see if I can find one here, guys. See if we can find a good save for you guys. Hop through one of our shit ton of legendary saves. Ah, here we go. Actually, perfect. Aha! It's a mighty big hole to doze, though. Yeah. Oh, okay. Pretty big dozing job. What kind of nightmare did we have over here? Or if things frozen. I don't think I'll be able to doze on this one. It's too froze. Alright, but here's a good demonstration of what I'm talking about, so so you can actually see it. So if the Dozer's actually pushing in, this is not going to look like this after you've dug it out. It's going to look like this. It's gonna look like that down there. It's gonna look all bumpy. Hey, look, Frank. Yeah, Frankenstein doesn't like driving down into that stuff. Doesn't like it at all. It won't do it. So if you know you have some bad dirt, like or dirt up here, the surface dirt, you can kind of push it into these holes by using the ramp technique, by pushing it down and kind of filling this back in, which is good pay down there, right? You have really good pay. It's on bedrock most of the time. I'm not saying that this one is or other claims aren't. It's all claim dependent. But this claim, it tends to be in this mid-range area. So I would take and just keep pushing the dozer back this way and continue the ramp so you can continue digging at maximum speed with your excavators, right? So that way, you know, you don't want to dig any deep. I can't even get into this one because everything's broken. It's all broken. I think this is where we dug for broken and just then see how far we can get into winter. But yeah, you would doze this into the actual hole, like you kind of see me doing here, or not actually on this one. Let's see if we can find one more. Let's go to Holy Cow Scoop. See if we can find a better version of it. I know I have a few of them, so. It's snowing on all my claims. What's going on here? Everything's broken. So using the dozer technique, if you over in this area, you dig these out first, and then you're on the bottom. God, we need to find a save. We need to find a save where I can actually just do it. Go. Neil, what's up, man? Welcome, welcome. Perfect, here we go. Okay, perfect one. This is exactly what we needed. Awesome. We do have it. This is a very old save. This is actually the very first save. This was the one where I did the mega cut and the colossal cut in Pine Valley. One of the very first saves. Alright, we can pull the Frank out of there. But you can see the technique I've used here to do that. Right? The sectioning with the Franks. This is more for speed. Because I know what I can do and it doesn't have to be perfect when you're doing it. But you can easily get out and, well, make it perfect, so. That's what we'll do here. We'll use this one. The save actually seems to be a little better for me to work on here. Miss watching your Gold Rush vids, man? Found your way back to the claim. You know, honestly, I might actually start this one over. Or just do this one. Come on, man. Move your bum. Alright. Let's move on to moving. Or just get stuck on the other Frank, bro. Good job, man. Okay. Now we have a fully operating mine. Oh. Yeah, there we go. We got a fully operating mine. It's like when you're watching those cooking shows and they just have it's just done already for you. Well, this is like half done. So, yeah, lazy. Lazy. Come on, Split. Now, this would be a good example of it. So, we're digging. Hopefully nothing's broken. And you need to flatten all this stuff out. Same technique, just hold your F key all the way down. until you find a little flat spot that you want, and then you just start pushing into your wall face, right? So I don't know what's broken. I should have went to just keep it on hard mode. So we're gonna find that area, and we're just gonna push up once we find it. You can even go again. You can even make dirt, which is kind of weird, right? This is generally a lot of dirt to be moving though, so just kind of giving you a new example of how you flatten things out. And then how to cut across the wall if you need to trim it up or something. Or move a little dirt out of the way. Because, okay, so now this is Nighthawk, right? So everybody knows on Nighthawk there's a lot of gray pay. And I actually have drill maps to show you now, I guess. Okay. There's a lot of gray pay out here. Don't waste your time mining this stuff. Don't waste your time mining it. You're wasting your time, literally just wasting your time. Don't mine it. And this is where you'd use that as an example. See how it's golden right there? There's not enough dirt, and it's not enough to pay the bills. I mean, it's gold, but ugh. Alright, so if you want to make this wall disappear because you need to get down, you need more room to operate, you can just nudge up against the wall face with your dozer blade and kind of push into it a little bit. And we'll show you how to make a wall like perfectly smooth. Once you push into it, you're only using a little bit of the blade. And you can move a massive amount of dirt this way. Alright, so you're just getting rid of it. Let's just chomp it out of here. You see how much of the wall? It takes out like 2 feet off the wall like every pass. So you'll be able to move a lot. Right? We're not, like I said, this is definitely not leaderboard play. We're just talking moving dirt and getting the dozer to actually move things properly. Okay, cut it again. You may even make rounds out of it. I mean, I don't know about you guys, but that's not underpowered. I don't know about you guys though. Like, to me, this doesn't seem underpowered. That seems extremely hardcore. Holy crap, bro. You're moving a lot of pay right now. Or you're moving a lot of dirt. You know, it's like, that's a lot of dirt that this thing's chomping down. All I'm doing is just holding forward and just letting it move through it. But the reason why it's able to do this is, well, and fall through the world. Oh, God! Is right here. You can push an unlimited height, like a wall that's in front of you. You can push a wall that's, well, 25 feet above your freaking head, as long as you're only using like half of the dozer. It'll still just push out the pay and scrape the side down and like flatten it out. So you move this along the side. Very simple. You just keep pushing it. And you're able to just flatten your walls out, or just get a whole bunch of pay out of there, right? And you can always do this technique as well. And we call this the Pac-Man. A lot of, if you're ever stuck on something and you want to like go somewhere, you just rock your blade up and down. You see the blade going up and down a little bit. And it'll just chomp the ever-living crap out of this wall face. Now, like I said, you can make ramps up, but it's a slow. Let's see if we can do it. Come on, dirt. Pac-Man yourself. Can we get on top of it with the dozer? I don't think so. Why is it gotta be dark? I hate you, game, right now. And then just fall through the world. Yeah, it's just great. It's perfect. Keep in mind, this is extremely old save. Extremely old save. There we go. Let's go switch it. I guess actually no. I guess this is as bright as it's gonna get. Bright as she's gonna get. Alright, so we showed you guys how to cut along the walls to smooth those out. We showed you guys how to get the right proper angle to make things smooth. So do you guys have any what there's I mean ripping pay is pretty, it's not ripping, but you don't really have to rip in this game. Except for if you're digging in the winter time, you have to make sure that your ground is smooth. So that is why you want to use the dozer. It's like it's one of its main purposes now for the dozer is pretty much getting the ground flat enough. Because if your ground's not flat and then you start to get frozen, you won't be able to dig. And if your ground is bumpy, you won't be able to rip it, right? So is Gold Rush coming to Xbox One, buddy? Yeah, it definitely is. It should be out in October or fourth quarter. Sorry, not October. Yeah, fourth quarter. So sometime at the end of the year. We have no clue. So we're just gonna follow this wall using the Pac-Man technique, the up and down on the blade, trying to grab a wall face without falling off here. Okay. Grab a little bit more. And we're creating a path underneath us, right? So as we go, so since we're obviously raised up a little bit, there'll be a lot of digging here, grooving, because we're making kind of like it, like, yeah, we're moving. We're falling off too. Blade up, don't fall in. Put a little bit more dirt under there. Alright, now we got this massive wall we got to get rid of. So let's just chomp our way through it. Let's get lined up where we're half the blade. And we should be able to move through this now. Or get it down enough to where we can go through it. Yeah, dude, it is, for sure, man. It's, it does, the little clip that they added, it looks like they're just smoothing everything out for the game. And Leaderboard Season 3 will be starting here on the 11th, so that's awesome. We'll be, I'll be coming back with Gold Rush onto the channel. So I won't be doing, I don't think I'm not gonna be playing leaderboards, I don't think. I'm not sure though. I'm not really like, I'm not gonna be competing, that's for sure. Because we have vacation that we're taking here in a little bit, and we'll talk about that on the next stream. Come on, Dozer Dave! I've summoned you! Let's go. Okay. It's now dark. And we are 10 days to summer, so we're early in the year. We have to be towards the end of the year to show permafrost. So, that's how you say it. That's how you cut along a wall. You can do that with any wall face. It's up and down. We'll get back over here so you can kind of see it. Sorry for how dark it is, guys. Let me zoom in here. Alright, so that's when you get up on a wall face and you can't move, remember the tip is half the blade. You'll be able to move through the wall face. And if you kind of get stuck, give the blade a rock up and down while holding forward, and you'll just chomp through it. So that's kind of like how you do the walls if you want to make things smooth, and rip pay out of the side of the, or rip like a wall face and move it out of the way if it's just gray pay. I said some of these claims have a lot of gray pay, and it's actually faster to get rid of it with the dozer than it is to even dig it. So, and if it's only, it's gonna dilute dilute your cleanouts is what it's gonna do. If you run bad pay with your good pay, it's gonna give you kind of like an average cleanout. It's gonna be dookie butt. So, hey, what's up, Bert? Dave, what's going on, guys? Damn, he hasn't played it for ages, man. Been missing out on this channel, dude. We've been playing it for a long time. I just haven't played it for like that much this last couple months, but all right, let's get into some wintertime stuff. Now that you guys learned kind of how to flatten things, it's very simple. Going up and down on things, it's better to go down things than it is. We've learned how to cut through giant walls of pay. I guess there's one other thing we can show over here while we have it, but it's dark as hell. All right, let's go back to that frozen save real quick here. We'll go show you guys the permafrost. I had it on one of my newer saves, but I guess I don't. My wife in the background, you guys hear? Let's go to Let's Win. Let's go to Let's Win. Alright. Okay. 7 days to permafrost. So, with... You're broken too? Seriously? Everything's broken? Wire repairs on. Let's go turn off the repairs. It might still be broken now, I don't know. I can't change it on this one? Damn. Weak. Well, okay, I guess I can't show you on this one, guys. That's sad. Everything broke. Balls? Well, that looks frozen. Let's go to the holy shit save. Have I tried playing with a gamepad? No. 7 days of winter, that'll work. We'll just skip a couple days. One of the many saves that we have. Do I even have a dozer? Do I even have a dozer? That's a part. I don't have a part. Machine store. Come on, man. Probably already have a dozer, but Spraggy, what's up, man? Alright, let's skip some days. Because we gotta get to where it's frozen. Two days to winter. Alright. We're frozen. That's exactly what we needed. We be frozen. Fuck, I guess I should just make it brighter out, right? Yeah, good job. Way to go, dude. Get everybody out of the darkness for a little bit. It's kind of scary, dude, in the dark. There we go. Alright, much better. Now we can show you guys how to rip the permafrost so you can continue to dig into the winter. You don't have to give up your digging. It is harder. You do break hoses. and all kinds of things in the wintertime when you're digging. So that way, yeah, you definitely will get really hosed over if you do not learn how to use the dozer. Because that's a lot of days to dig if you've properly set up your claim to where you can use the dozer and use the ripper. Because this is where the all your hard work on making everything flat and smooth while you're digging and not making big craters everywhere will give you this ability. And it's kind of overpowered, but it works. It's permafrost, and this is how they put it into the game. It's a top thing. It's just kind of weird because permafrost is definitely not on the top of the dirt like this. Phew. Excuse me, I had to cough. Been freaking sick lately. I'm surprised I can even talk right now. I lost my voice the other day. Alright. So the ground's frozen. You can't dig here right now. So what we're going to do is we're going to put the ripper all the way down. And then we're going to rip this to where it looks not white anymore. And you can actually do this along the wall face. And what you do is once you've ripped it like this, you can continue to dig. Even in the winter. You don't have to stop mining. And once you've ripped out a spot that's not, you don't need to rip the whole thing. And that is the major key. Once you've dug a spot and it's actually active dirt, you don't have to keep on doing it. You can just do the wall face. And as long as you get, and it changes to that color, you don't really have to. Once you break into the dirt, you're good to go. See that, how it changed on the side? You just saw it change to dark. I could hit that with an excavator bucket and then just start digging away. And I wouldn't even need to rip the rest of this at all. But it's a demonstration to show you kind of. Just gotta break, just gotta give yourself an opening. That's all you have to do. Now if this wasn't flat and it was all bumpy, like over there, and you can't drive your dozer on to do this, you're froze out. If you don't have any prepped dirt or a prepped cut waiting for you in the wintertime, well, you just lost yourself a whole opportunity to make a lot of money in the winter before permafrost sets in. Just because it's wintertime doesn't mean that you have to stop digging. It just means you have a deadline to you're out of there. Just like in real life. Just because it's winter and winter's here, it's advised to pack up and leave. But if you need that money, you gotta stay. You gotta stay and you gotta work it. Alright, so that whole wall face now is, well, usable. I can now dig there, right? Now you can see how it only reaches down so far. It will reach all the way down to the bottom. It will thaw it out for you to where it's diggable. But it's fallen to the whole day. Oh god. Phew. Okay. Alright, let's see. Like, I know I can dig out almost half of a claim in the duration of the wintertime duration. The 7 days to permafrost, or 10 days to whatever, 10 days to permafrost. I can dig out almost half of the, I could probably dig out the whole front of the old Arnold with tier 5s, no problem. No problem at all. But if I don't have it prepped properly, I'm not going to be able to. Hey, what's up, Martin? Chad, what's up, man? I'm barbecuing in a tornado watch right now, dude. Rough. That's rough, man. That's rough. Yeah, so don't give up on your mining in the wintertime. Prep your claims properly to where you can dig all year round, and then pack it up and move on, right? So that's now, all that's diggable, and I would still be able to dig even over here, so even where it's not. Let's test that, make sure they didn't change it. Let's go get the excavator and bring the excavator over here and dig into it a little bit. Yeah, I will be putting out obviously a shorter condensed version of this, so that way you're like, oh, okay, I gotcha. little bit of time lapse, blah 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 blah, blah 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 blah. Some music, you know, all that fancy stuff. How's it go, old girl? It's got to be done at least once a stream. Yeah, I've been falling in the hole lately a lot, but it happens when you're dozing. It does. Just reset it. Don't waste your time trying to get it out. I mean, they could have changed this. I could be wrong. I've not really played in like a month or two. Played a little bit, but oh, we got broken teeth. That's alright. No big deal. Alrighty. Let's test this out down here. Where it says darker color. Oh, we're still able to hit it. We don't care what we're doing with this dirt. Well, let's test this out over here. So half of this is frozen, right? Half of that's frozen. Half of it's not. We can still dig into it, see? And now watch what happens. It'll open up spots that aren't thawed for you, but you can still dig because there's a little bit, it kind of like moves itself with it. So once you've opened up a spot and a wall face that you can grab into, you can actually start moving dirt again. Right? And this will keep you going all freaking day long, man. Like you just got to give yourself the dozer work, right? Now, we'll just move a little bit here to kind of show you what I mean when you're digging. The other thing that's going to stop the dozer is, say you do dig all this out, right? What's up, Silver? So say you do dig all that out, right? And you've got this huge, big, giant area dug out. And all of it looks bumpy like that. Well, you can push in from the side and do the flattening technique, make yourself new ground, flatten it all smooth, and then dig it all out again. But it will want to refreeze itself, so you have to make sure that you get it smooth quick, or keep it smooth as much as you can, or have prepped yourself deep enough to where you can go all the way to bedrock when you dig, so you're not reaching down and leaving anything. You want to be able to be down deep enough by the time winter hits to where you're only taking the last, 10 feet or 6 feet of the thing. You could take it all in one scoop. So those are some techniques you can use with the dozer to definitely prolong your winter time. You have to have it. You can't do winter time without it, because once that freeze hits, if you can't break a spot of ground to dig, then well, you're doomed. Your winter's over with. You can't dig. So planning your cuts ahead of time, and how far you're going to dig, and what your goal is for the season is extremely important. Alright, let's try one more thing down here with the dozer. So that covers your winter time. Let's see, I'll cover your winter, I'll cover your ramps, cover flattening things, deleting big walls of junk pay or junk. That garbage pay we don't want to touch. See, now down here I shouldn't be able to clip in here with the dozer. Nope. See, it will not let me. That's all frozen, right? I didn't reach far enough down. Now if I can get my ripper onto something, right? This is the hassle you will have. You will have this problem if you're left with big giant walls. Let's see if we can get our booty up into it. Let's get backed up onto it. Alright, now if we can get this thawed enough. Not thawed enough, but ripped enough. Say thawed. Get it ripped enough to use. right there. This is the kind of like the Dozer cheat. This will allow you to, you think you need to do more work than you actually need to do in this game. But once you manipulate something, you can then kind of do the rest. But I want to refreeze at the bottom. See how pain in the ass this is? Like this is this is why you don't want to get this far into winter, and well, can't reach the bottom. Hello, Benji. What's up, man? See that how it just refroze immediately? It's not gonna let you do it from the bottom very much. It's gonna only, it's only gonna let you do so much before it's just too hard. So, proper cut is one thing that is, well, really important. As you saw on the Nighthawk that we were just on, the other one, the gold one, that thing is definitely, multi-leveled mining. You strip off a certain part during the winter, the whole top of your claim should be stripped off by the end of summer. The whole top of your claim, and some of the bottom pay in the front of your claim should be stripped off by then. It's enough time. A full season in game is more than enough time to rip off the top of your claim and then be ready to section down and have the flat ground, but down right to about here. So that line is, so you have top pay, get your bottom pay. This is the stuff you're going to be mining in the wintertime, but you're going to want it all smooth. Hopefully you guys have learned enough, did enough. If you guys have any questions, let me know. We'll do a Q&A with you guys if you guys have any other questions or anything else you guys want me to show you with the Dozer. Like I said, I will be making a video on this here coming up in the next few weeks because I'm going to have some time off from streaming, and I will be coming back to Gold Rush. I haven't decided yet what I'm going to do, whether I'm just going to play and have fun. Well, obviously we're going to play and have fun. It's Gold Rush after all, right? But whether I'm going to compete or not, I'm obviously leaning towards not competing. I got places to be this summer, so things to do, take some time off, a little bit of a vacation, so play some other games. It will be nice to sit and play Gold Rush all day long, but not really. It's summertime and it's too hot. It's too hot in here. But yeah, I just want to jump on today to let you guys check this out. This is just the Gold Rush part of the stream for today. It was only going to be like an hour. There's not much to show you guys when it comes to the Dozer. Like I said, I'll make you guys that condensed video. Mr. Matthew, what's up, man? Yeah, so we're going to be moving into Diesel Brothers in the next couple hours. I'm going to take a break. My wife has to go to work, so I'm going to hang out with her for a second, guys, and kick some booty, right? But yeah, appreciate you guys all for coming, hanging out for a little bit. I will be back with Diesel Bros. We're going to finish up the camo truck and just kind of dink around with it, jump around in that for a little bit. Then I'll take another break, and I will jump into some Hunter Call of the Wild for the day. But and we'll continue to do more Gold Rush over the next couple stuff. So a lot of people want to see different aspects of the game, kind of like tutorial live streams versus videos where I can actually sit and chat with you guys about the game and answer your guys' questions. So yeah, appreciate it. Appreciate you guys coming and hanging out. Yeah, I will be. Like I said, I will be back today. The event for Diesel Bros is scheduled. So, like I said, make sure you guys hit that like button. Do all that fancy stuff. We'll get that video out to you guys hopefully in the next few weeks, and shorten it up a lot so you guys don't have to sit here listening to me chat. Just what I'm exactly doing, key press for key press, and all that stuff like that will all be on screen for you guys with that video. And yeah, I'll catch you guys in about some change. Like some change somewhere. Yeah, right? Somewhere around there. Alright. I'll catch you guys in a bit.